I know, I'm really close to the camera. I didn't want to turn the camera the other way because I am getting ready to take my shower, then go to bed. So I'm half dressed. Yeah. So I don't know if I titled this video properly, but it's not really talking about me, although I did have a sexual escapade today. This afternoon after the gym, I took a chance and I went to this establishment. And yeah, made a connection with someone. Initially, wasn't sure about it, but then gave it a try. And it was nice. And we had a connection afterwards. And I said some things, I shared a bit about myself, and he shared a bit about himself. And he stated that um, he suffered sexual violence, that's how he said it, for many years. And I mentioned that I endured violence, not sexual violence, but one time by a scoutmaster, but that's not the crux of my issues. So, what I noticed is that we exchanged numbers, and um, I had misplaced my lock, and I had to give it in before I left, and I couldn't find it. And then I went up to his room at the establishment, and because he had lost his keys and all that, so I felt it was okay. I could just go up and say, did you take the lock by accident? You know, because it was a dark place and all that stuff. And he said no, and he was already with someone else. You know, which didn't mean anything for me, anyways. Because just that's what that place is for. I just usually leave after, you know. I don't stay like the whole 24 hours, but there are a lot of people who do. So he contacted me later on by text and said he wanted to come by, and I'm winding down. I'm working tomorrow morning training a client, and that's true. And I was doing other work that I needed to do. I'm very disciplined that way, and I got to squeeze in some things, which is good. And wasn't horny. I already did it and quit it, you know. But then he kept pushing, and I wasn't angry. I just no, I can't, you know. And then it ended up a little unknown in my eyes. I don't know if he stopped and then he just stopped trying, or he's just like over it, you know. So that's where I'm like reading into it. But then again, afterwards, I realized uh, that's why he's so, or is it why he's so sexually like over the top? You know, I guess. So you tell me if you've been abused sexually for many years, that's what all you know, and you keep looking for it. Like people who grew up in violence tend to be violent unless you stop this cycle, or react to people who are violent, you know, or they kind of attract that, or they are attached to that, which I did the first person I was dating. It was really bad, which is the guy I see at the gym early in the morning. If you've seen way past videos, I mean, it's no longer that's no longer the case, but it wasn't violence in that respect with him, but it was just a lot of drama, and it was a weird situation. So, anyways, yeah. So, yeah, you know, when people say things and then it just ends up being sexual. So we'll see how things turn out. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I thought there was a connection more than that. I have a possible date tomorrow. We'll see how it goes with someone else.